Welcome back, everybody, to another Brothers in Arsenal episode. We are going to be discussing some special news regarding Eberechi Eze. Um, Ben, do you have any thoughts so far before we get into the reports about Eze?
No, I'm just excited to see a lot of movement on it. It's been pretty stagnant over the last couple days. After I said maybe last week, I should say, after we signed Gyökeres, which was expected. It was a big move. It took a lot of resources and energy from Arsenal, but it's exciting to see that the links are heating back up for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of Gyökeres, you said if he doesn't score, they'll be getting on him right away. They already started the 007 count with 001.
Yeah, I saw a meme today. It was a picture of him like he was running and like he had, those big timber boots that like people wear at construction sites. I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
I saw that too. It was pretty funny, I won't lie.
they're always funny, but it's like, come on. It's his first. He came on for I think like 15
Not
minutes,
even 15 minutes, which
12
is what I
minutes.
said he'd do.
Like, give him a break. But they're not going to give him a break, which is all right.
No, and
It's all right.
everyone's
She's
like, "Oh,
gonna.
he's fat." He's what were they calling him? Globberez or
Oh
something?
my
I don't know.
gosh. He just. It's
But
his. Oh God, it's his first like 3 days with Arsenal. All right, chill.
I
But
know,
it's
and
gonna it's gonna hit hard, hit well when he starts scoring and bagging goals. So then they
he
won't
had to
feel so
train
good.
on his own. It's like how competitive and how much can you really do? I mean,
It's
yes, you can
probably
be
just a lot of
competitive to get
fitness and
fit.
drills. That's probably
I
it.
mean, yeah,
You're not really getting
but
any match scenarios there.
yeah, but even doing it by your, I mean, to be fair, these guys do have like quality coaches, personal coaches that they
Yeah, they
can
definitely
get.
not. Yeah,
But
physical.
like they're not gonna be completely up to speed. They're not gonna be doing 110%
Right. Absolutely.
like practice.
But
But
back to Eze though.
yeah, back to Eze. I got some news that I can discuss. So
Let's hear it.
Fabrizio, he was on his YouTube channel, he was discussing Eze and he said Crystal Palace expect Arsenal to make an offer to sign Eberechi Eze soon, in big caps soon.
Soon.
Um and then further to complement that, Eze's contract, his release clause that actually expires tonight or expired.
I
Trying
think
to think of what
reports
the
I was seeing was today, I thought. This reports I was seeing.
yeah.
Or maybe at the end of the day or something like that. So
But
UK time it'd be midnight already. It'd be 12:30
yeah,
almost. So
exactly. So essentially what that means is his release clause that was 60 million euros with 8 million add-ons.
mhm.
Um that's gone. So essentially
That
Crystal
concern you, or does that how do you feel
n-
about that? Because
no,
I
it
have
doesn't.
I have one mindset on that, which I'm sure there's other ways you could think about it, but I'll just tell you mine really quick. So that release clause obviously expires or is expired. Rumors, whatever, could be true. Who knows? There's other reports saying it expires at the end of August. So who knows who's right? But I know Penn Jacobs was hitting pretty hard with that, and obviously I think Fabrizio is following
And
that as well.
Sammy Mockbell too
Was he
also has
too?
been.
Okay. Pretty reliable sources saying today. So it could be. But, anyways, point I was going with this is if that release clause is gone, then Palace, I mean, we could go into Palace and say, oh, release clause is gone. Here's 30 million. They could say, haha, we want 75 million now, or we want 80 million now because that release clause is gone. Like, we can't hit it. So they could come back asking for more money. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but that's a concern for me, I would say.
I don't know. I actually don't know how much is left on his current contract there. Do you know
Let's,
how many?
I, I want to say,
Here, while you check that
you
out,
check
what I
that.
was
I want
gonna
to say
say
two
upon it
years.
is we've like we've already done a sheer amount of we've done a big volume of business already on incomings. Um, so like I get it that it takes time, and also I think if Arsenal wanted to pay the release clause, they would have paid it, They would have paid it.
Right.
But I think what happened is Arsenal went to them. They probably wanted to negotiate a lower fee or better favorable terms. However, Crystal Palace, because he's under a release clause, are just going to say, "Here's our release clause. Here are the terms that we've already set." They didn't need to buy him before his release clause because they want to negotiate. And
Yeah.
before this release clause ended, if they go to them, they'll just say, "Here's the release clause. These are our terms. Do this."
Right.
Now that it's ended, they can say, "We'll give you this amount, maybe what the release clause was, maybe a little bit less, maybe more. But
Yeah.
here are our terms that we want to pay for it." And Eze, he wants to come. That's what the rumors are. It seems like he's
He wants
already
to. Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much agreed personal terms.
Yeah. Reports
Um,
I was seeing from Ben Jacobs was saying he's already agreed terms with the club with Arsenal. So
exactly. So
yeah.
he already wants to come. And Crystal Palace, they're a classy club. They don't want to have this become a whole saga. And if that's his wishes, he won them along with the other squad members. He won them their first trophy, you know? So
Yeah, yeah.
I think Palace would be a classy club, and like I feel like these negotiations will happen, and maybe Arsenal just didn't want to pay the release clause because they want to negotiate, you know? Even if it
Right.
is a little bit more than what the release
So
clause was, or a little bit less, they want to negotiate it because they want to be in better payment plans and whatnot like
yeah,
that.
I hear that. And
And also
with
on top of
that,
that, real quick, we haven't sold anyone, so
yeah, I don't care about
they
that.
might want to sell some players first off.
That's on ours. Like that's they got to sort that out. Like we don't. Who cares? As fans, we don't care about that. Sort you want to sell players? Why haven't you been selling them all summer? What's your problem?
Well, I
Look at
could
all the
understand
other
why they
clubs are making moves, selling players, put them out on loan. Why are we so slow? Why are we so slow?
no, I can understand why. I mean, this is what other people are saying, but even if people hadn't said this is what I would have felt like. If you say you need to sell to sign players, then people are going to be okay, we'll sign this player for cheap from you. No, we have to buy our players for we have the money. We
Right,
don't need
but you don't
people
have
to
to
buy our
come out and
players.
say anything. Just get rid of your players. You don't have to. Why do we got to put it out there? We're trying to get rid of players for sell or whatever. Just do it. Don't talk about it. But onto the Eze though. Back to the Eze though. With the Palace, the whole negotiating thing you're talking about really quick. The Ben Jacobs again. You know he's been running with this pretty heavy. He was talking about like Palace saying they want a 35 million upfront minimum, and then they can do installments afterwards. I believe that was tied into the release clause like talkings between the clubs. If that was the case, I mean, I don't know why Arsenal would just go ahead and do that. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't talked about with the release clause. But the new reports from Ben Jacobs saying they want 35 million up front. Anything else be add-ons. Now, to me, I mean, 35 million for Eze up front is cheap. Add-ons after that, obviously, could come within the year, within 2 years, within 3 years. Who knows what the add-ons are, right? If it's 35 million they're asked for up front, I mean, just go get that done. I mean, we definitely have assets that can pay off that 35 million. I know we'd spend a lot more this summer, but in terms of that 35 million for Eze, just go get that deal done. I mean, if that's not a lot of money for a Premier League proven player. He's star quality. He's elite level. So I don't know. 35 million seems cheap to me. Obviously, it's not the full deal, but up front, no complaints about that. Just go put the money down.
That first upfront fixed fee, but there would be another fixed fee before the add-ons. Is that what you're saying?
No, I saw 35 million. Oh
Well, then
no,
those
no, sorry,
add-ons.
sorry, sorry. You're
uh,
right. You're right. That is what I saw. 35 million plus, yeah, another fixed fee plus the add-ons. But like,
Right, it would just be later down the
I
line.
mean, that's
Okay.
fine. Stretch it out
Yeah,
over
yeah,
a few years, no big deal, right? Balance the books every year. It's a smaller amount. Get that done.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely.
So I don't know.
And
That seems silly to me why we're haggling so much with them, but who knows? Who knows? But I will say what I mentioned earlier though is still a concern. They could come back and ask for more money. Say, oh, sorry, you didn't want to pay the release clause. You didn't want to meet our terms before. We're gonna make it tougher on you. Here's 70 million. Here's 75 million. We want 75 now. I don't know. It could happen. Could happen.
I don't know. I I feel like it shouldn't be too difficult, I'll be honest. That's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, as a reports last week saying he was telling family members and friends he's coming to Arsenal at the end of the summer. So it's just going to be a slow moving deal. I think. I don't think we're going to see it take place in the next couple days or week. It'll probably be mid August, I'd assume. But who knows? I mean, we need him in before the season starts. So, and the first game is the 16th or 15th of August, I believe, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So we got 2 weeks till then. So hopefully we can get it done before that.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know we're already up on it. We're gonna have to do a preseason review here. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, that's the talk about Eze right now. Let us know what you think about down, or let us know what you think down below in the comments. If you think the 35 million plus, another fixed fee and add-on seems fair. I think that seems fair to me. Tell us if you think Arsenal should just pay the 68 million or 60 plus 8 million upfront, release clause. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Daniel.
Also let us know down in the comments, do you prefer Ben's Odegaard-esque hair or do you prefer his I've got the king in the background, but Ben's got a different guy. He's got the Lord. He's
Lord
Nicholas
Bentner.
Bentner inspired
Yeah, it
hairstyle.
it was just real long today. I had to just it was just it was messed up. I just had to pull it back.
Can you give us a little
Uh,
side profile real quick?
I mean, it's
Oh, okay. I
it,
forgot your hair's not that long. I thought it was in a little
it's a
ponytail, maybe.
mess. Yeah. Do you got your Arsenal question to wrap us up today?
Yeah, I do. I got one right here. I'm ready and prepared.
All right, let's hear it.
It is, which page was it? It was on this page. As at the end of the 2020-2021 season, how many Premier League penalties had been scored by Arsenal?
2020, 2021. So that'd have been the
90,
that'd have been
80.
after the lockdown season. That'd have been the next year. Okay. All right. What?
Anything prior to that season, yeah. A 90, B 80, C 76, or D 60.
Wait, what was the question? Non-penalty goals
How many Premier League penalties had been scored by Arsenal?
in that season?
Now, as anything prior to 2020-21 season.
Like Premier League history, the whole Premier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time. 90?
90, 80, 76, or 60.
I'll go 90. And that's over 20 years.
I'll say 76 because all of them are even numbers. I'll say, well, that's an even number too, but you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah. It's not like a clean number.
Oops. It was C, 76.
Oh, interesting. Only 76. Wow. I
Interesting.
mean, we don't get a lot of calls our way, so that could be why it's so low.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for the question, Daniel. This has been Brothers in Arsenal. We'll see you guys in the next video.